Hey, good morning. It's Noel. And yeah, like every day, trying to get going. Uh, whew, yeah. Uh, got everybody taken care of. So, reading John 15 today. um, and it's just Jesus talking. So, I'm just going to jump into that. And yeah, it's pretty short, but good. So, I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes, so that it will be even more fruitful. You are already clean because of the word I have spoken to you. Remain in me, and I will remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself, it must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. I am the vine, you are the branches. If a man remains in me and I in him, he will bear much fruit. Apart from me, apart from me, you can do nothing. If anyone does not remain in me, he is like a branch uh, that is thrown away and withers. Such branches are picked up and thrown into the fire and burned. If you remain in me and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be given to you. This is to my Father's glory, that you bear much fruit, showing yourself to be my disciples. As the Father has loved me, so I loved you. Now remain in me, now remain in my love. If you obey my commands, you will remain in my Father's, or in my love, just as I have obeyed my Father's commands and remain in his love. I tell you this so that my joy may be in you and that your joy may be complete. My command is this: love each other as I have loved you. Greater love has no one than this, that he laid down his life for his friends. You are my friends if you do what I command. I no longer call you servants, because a servant does not know his master's business. Instead, I have called you friends, for everything that I learned from my Father I have made known to you. You did not choose me, but I chose you, and anointed you to go and bear fruit that will last. Then the Father will give you whatever you ask in my name. This is my command: love each other. If the world hates you, keep in mind that it hated me first. If you belong to the world, it would love you as its own, as it is. As it is, you do not belong to the world, but I have chosen you out of the world. That is why the world hates you. Remember the words I spoke to you. No servant is greater than his master. If they persecute you, or gosh, if they persecuted me, they will persecute you also. If they obeyed my teaching, they will obey yours also. They will treat you this way because of my name, for they do not know the one who sent me. If I had come and spoken to them, they would they would not be guilty of sin. Now, however, they have no excuse for their sin. He who hates me hates my Father as well. If I had done, uh, if I had not done among them what no one else did, they would not be guilty of sin. But now they have seen these miracles, and yet have hated both me and my Father. But this is to fulfill what is written in their law. They hated me without reason. When the counselor comes, whom will I send you? Whom I will send you from the Father, the Spirit of truth, who gives out from the Father. He will testify about me, and you will also testify, for you have been with me from the beginning. I don't know if there's like anybody, any like human, um, that you know has been hated by the world more than Jesus. Um, you know, it's like, I mean, there's something to ponder, right there. But um, yeah, it's wild. Um, and then a big part of their world, of course, was the Jewish leaders and Pharisees and all that, and um, and I saw some verses, I guess, from the Talmud, Jewish book the other day, and and they were about Jesus and Mary and all this. It's utter garbage, but uh, you know, uh, I don't know. It seems like American Christians have no idea like how much those people actually hated Jesus, and the things that they said about him, said about Mary, said about the situation, are things that you would hear in a rap song today. Like, it's filthy garbage. Um, you know, eh, I don't really know how to apply that, to the current world. Uh, but I don't know if it'll ever make sense that, you know, we've we somehow, believe that, we're Judeo Christians, and like, it doesn't even make sense. It's It makes no sense. Um, it makes sense under a fallacy, but it doesn't make sense under truth and under reality. Um, but they've, you know, apparently we've bought into it, I guess. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It was really surprising to me, like to see how harsh it was. Um, the Talmud about Jesus and Mary, and um, I mean, really, just how I mean, like he's like Jesus is saying in here, he's saying this for a reason. Like they hated him, um, and just like you know, all Pharisee type folks, like they get to say whatever they want about you, and then like then go talk about your mother and you know whatever else they want to, and then write it in a book. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's just it's weird and interesting, but like the it's just complete ignorance that we think the way that we do sometimes. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting. And then he talks about the vine and branches, which is like I don't know, Jesus' way of talking. Um, but it's really like I don't know if you've experienced this, but um, you know, you, you know, where it says you remain in me and I will remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. Hang on. I am the vine, you are the branches. If a man remains in me and I in him, he will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. Um, and you know, yeah, uh, I don't know. Certainly, with my experience, you go through times of life that uh, I don't know how if you want to just say like further away from Jesus, or really just I guess more pridefully doing your own thing, um, or putting whatever it is, work or busyness or I don't know, sleep, anything above it, above Jesus. Um, it just I don't know. It does seem to make things harder, um, and I don't know, not work out as often. Yeah, yeah, that's good stuff. Well, except for the world hating Jesus part. Uh, yeah, that was John 15. Um, yeah, really interesting. Sorry, it takes me a little bit to wake up. Uh, and and yeah, I think I mentioned yesterday my son's still here from college. Um, So I stayed up a little later, or I've been up later than I should be at night. But he's going back soon, and like I'd rather lose a little sleep now while he's home. So yeah, yeah, it's hard when like I don't know. To me, it's been really difficult since he went to college. Um, you know, it's just like uh, I don't know. You miss your kid, and uh, and like when he's home and before he went to college, uh, you know, I don't know, a lot of nights of the week, sometimes most of the nights of the week, like who, um, would stays up with me, watching TV or whatever, sitting there and talking or whatever, and for an hour or two, whatever, before bed, um, all that kind of stuff. So it's just hard, and uh, yeah, it's been 2 years, and it can still be a struggle sometimes. So uh, oh, like I said, I like having my kids at home, all that kind of stuff. So anyway, well, he's got a couple more days, and then he's going on a guy's trip with some friends for most of next week, and then he'll be back for a few days, probably a couple of days, and so there's a little bit of time, but uh, yeah, it's fine. But and then I mentioned yesterday, talking to the breeder about about treating male puppies and all this stuff, and I had a phone call with them yesterday, and that was good. I think we got it all worked out, and I'm gonna meet them tomorrow, and their male puppy's already born, so he's actually 4 months old, which is great. Um, like I say, even when we have our own puppies that we keep or that I've gotten from somebody else, you get them at 8 weeks old. Um, they stay with us in the house like a normal, like your regular pet, um, until they're 4 or 5 months old, and then just slowly kind of get introduced to the other dogs and that kind of thing before they come out here. Um, so whenever you introduce like a new dog, even a Cavalier that's like, uh, you know, literally like a teddy bear, um, the sweetest things. Even when you introduce a new dog, it disrupts the order, and everybody's got to figure out like what's going on here and who's this person and where are they going to fit in and all that kind of mess. So we'll slowly do that, but I'm pretty excited. He looks super sweet and all that, and it's pretty cool to work with another breeder. And um, it was nice. This family, like the lady, apparently like her mom had gotten into it, and then her and her sister or whatever had later gotten into it. Um, it's like a family thing. And I've told my kids, like, this is something like you guys, could also do one day if you don't have to have a building and all this stuff. Like, you just, you know, got to put in the effort. So anyway, I'm glad that's working out. That's gonna be a really really good deal. And um, yeah, I think that's it. Well, I'm sure there's more, but that's probably enough. So I better get to work. And yeah, hope you guys have a great day. And I will hopefully see you tomorrow.